All right, friends, Doc South here, and the other day I had quite a scare, and it wound up being all right. In fact, it was actually a pleasant situation. Turned what could have been, 60 years ago, could have been practically something that, well, could have been life-threatening situation. Turned it into actually the whole event here in 2018 wound up being actually pretty darn nice. Progress has been made. I'm here to tell you at the DMV. At the DMV here in the Garden State. The What happened was I was at the bank. I was at the bank. And I wanted to cash a check. You know, one of my, I just needed some cash. I wrote a check out of my, my checkbook. And the teller was new, didn't know me, and he said, "Well, could I see some ID?" And I said, "Well, yeah, here I must have something. What do you want?" He said, "Your driver's license will do." So I hand him my driver's license. He takes a look. He says, "Wow, yes, okay." He says, "Oh, this one won't do. It's out of date." I said, "What? It's expired." I said, "You're kidding. It can't be expired." He says, "Well, it is. See, it expired a week ago." Oh my, you're kidding. I said, "Let me see that." Oh my gosh. I said, "Well, what other ID would you like?" He said, "Well, your bank card, whatever, credit card, something just says it's you." I said, "Well, yeah, here." I don't know what I handed him. By then, I was half delirious thinking of what was coming up. I think it might have been my old Happy Huggy Bear card from WABC. He said, "Okay, that'll do. It's got your name on it." That's about all I want. I got my money, but by then I'm a quivering wreck by the time I got to the door of the bank. I said, "My gosh, the paranoia sets in. What if I get stopped? What if, oh," and he asked, license and registration, please, and insurance. And there I am a week over the limit. Ah, and I said, "How could this be?" And in fact, I remember asking that of the banker. And he says, "Well, sometimes," I said, "I didn't get any paperwork saying I should go get my license, get it renewed. Nothing came in the mail. In fact," I said, "this one's for an address change." And what? And he's just, well, he says, "I don't know. I guess you go to DMV and talk it over." I could get killed in there. I said, "Oh, DMV? Oh, have you ever been there, son?" He says, "Well, yeah, lots of times." I said, "Oh," he says, I'm telling him, back in the day, my God, they had guys in there with monocles. Remember Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? That guy that melted when they opened up the ark. He had those glasses and the trench coat, right? And yeah, and he burned people with branding irons and things. An awful guy, right? Remember him? Yeah. I mean that was modeled after a counter worker at the DMV back in the '60s. Oh my God, they were awful. I still get nightmares going there, to get my learner's permit. Yeah, I'm just 16 years old, and oh my gosh, they're taking me into the back room. They're going to grill me, tied me to a chair. I said, "Oh my God!" And then they got out the whips. It was awful. He says, "Were they really that?" I said, "Well, maybe not quite that bad, but my God, they yelled at you like, 'What are you doing? Hey, get over here right now, you! Hut! What are you doing? Hup! Stand at attention when I'm talking to you.'" I'm thinking, God, is this the recruiting booth? What's going on here? Am I going to Paris Island? What? The guy's yelling, and so I'm getting all shook. There's nothing to tell me what stuff to, I have no notification what to bring. I'm thinking, oh my God, cool down, Doc. Think a minute. You got to think. What do they want? They want my license. I know that's a few points of ID. I'll get my birth certificate. Let's see. Marriage certificate. I'll get, yes, my baptism papers. Let's see, what else? Oh my gosh, Social Security card. Where is it? Oh yeah, I keep it safe. Okay, I got that. What if I lose my Social Security card? Then what do I do? And I'm running around like a nut in the house. Sandy can tell you I was absolutely in panic mode. And God, now and so I get up that morning. I decided I'd go Saturday morning. I had a chance, didn't have to go to work, and oh my gosh, my nose is running from tension. Yeah, I got like this. Oh, just thinking about it gives me this headache of those old days. Guys at the inspection station with riding whips, yeah, and the pants like they look like General Patton. Steel helmet, silver, yeah. Oh, oh God. Oh, and I'm well. I'll go from there. I'll leave it at that. But meanwhile, I am very concerned about going to the DMV. I go. Finally, I drive there. Of course, I'm looking all directions. My God, if the cops get me, what am I going to do? I've got an invalid license. They got to ticket me with something. My God, I could. What if I hit someone? I'll get the chair. Oh, do they do the chair still? Oh, no. Yeah, for driving violations only. They don't kill you. They just shock you a little, jolt you on it a few times, to make you, to teach you a lesson. So I, I'm honestly, I'm just a quivering wreck when I go into DMV. I'm figuring also there's going to be a line stretched all the way from the DMV to the next county. Saturday morning, everyone's there to get their paperwork done. I have no idea. When I tried to look up on the web, I was too nervous to surf the web to find out. Couldn't get the right information. All there was tales on little videos about people just quivering hulks from having been to DMV, just passing out on the sidewalk out front of the place and stuff. It was very scary. Scary stuff. People, being dragged out. They're running from the DMV, and some goon comes out and grabs them by the throat, drags them back in, kicking and screaming, punching them in the ear. And so I go, and I pull into the parking lot. I said, well, it doesn't really look that crowded. I mean, there's a few cars, but some of them are there's people going to the bakery. I see people, kids and birds chirping, and kids are walking arm in arm with mom and dad, going to the locksmith, or there was an exercise place, a nice deli, Chinese restaurant, had Chinese breakfast, I guess, eggs over easy, foo young, and such. And but in the DMV, I go walking over, I'm looking. I said, I must plan my escape route. Okay, I can run like the devil across the parking lot. There's a tree big enough I can hide behind. And then I can crawl out of their view, keep the tree between me and them in case they start shooting. And I can get down into the gutter and crawl up the gutter to home. I just have to abandon my car. They'll probably I don't know, they'll probably rig it to explode if I try to start it. So I had that plan. I open the door, I walk in, I hear this beautiful music. So it's got to be a trick. Yeah. But it's pleasant. It's things like Carly Simon singing. All those neat little songs she sang. This is James Taylor. And God, there's a pleasant little song. I thought I heard some doo-wop. And and is that Glenn Miller? Oh, it's a trick. Anyway, so I go, I get in line. I'm talking with a guy, some of my fellow inmates. Yeah, I said, God, so here you are, huh? Rough luck, huh? You're in DMV. He said, honestly, it's not so bad. I said, what, are you brainwashed? What are you talking about, man? Don't let them hear you. You act like you're having a good time. They're going to get you worse. He says, no. He said, I come here most every day. God, I do stuff with, I buy and sell cars. I'm here all the time. No, these people are pretty nice. I'm thinking now he's a plant. He's trying to get information out of me for the grilling in the back room. Or out behind the place where I think they have the, a wall for firing squad. The post and wall tie you to it. But no, I said, where are you from? He says, well, Pensy, but I do dealing in New Jersey, so I come here. It just works out. I said, they don't. I said, do you have any whip marks, any scars? He says, no, no, they're very nice. You'll see. I look and there's a policeman. He isn't grilling anyone. He's just standing there looking. I figure any second now he's going to open fire on one of us, or at least the nightclub, the nightstick routine, And the I remember one time back, when I was a kid going to DMV, the cop got him and put the nightstick between his legs and just lifted and pulled him up off his feet. Oh my God, that poor kid. And so I finally I get to the I find it's my turn. The lady calls me over. I didn't need a number. I didn't have to stand at attention. I She said, well, here, just relax. I said, well, I lost my license. She says, you lost it in court? I said, no, I got my license, but it's expired. I didn't get any paperwork to say that I needed to get one. She says, well, that does happen. She says, our mistake, but yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry. I'm thinking, what did you say? She says, well, we'll take care of it. Don't worry. I said, what do I got to do? She says, well, do you got some ID? She said, number one, your license will count for a number of points. I said, oh, okay. She says, you got your insurance? Your insurance card? Yeah, I got that. See, I handed to her. She didn't laugh in my face. She just looking at it. She says, yeah, this is good. That counts. She says, now I think it counted. By then I was delirious. She says, well, you got your Social Security card here. That's good. How about something from the bank? The bank, did they rat on me? No, she says, no. Do you have like a check or let me see. I said, well, here. I got my check. I was going to pay with credit card maybe if I could. I don't know if I got enough money in the bank for a check. She says, well, the license isn't much, but she says, yeah, well, whatever. We'll take a credit card. Any credit card? No, yeah, she says, no problem. Doesn't have to be from a Swiss bank account or no, you're fine. So she says, you got it all. She says, now let's see, let me look. Nope, you filled out the paperwork just fine. You did a great job. I said, I did? She says, yeah. Now here's your number. When your number is called. I said, when my number's called, my number's up? She says, no, just when your number's called, you'll go to the window that called you. Okay. Can I call my wife and just say goodbye? No, she says, really, just, you'll be out of here in no time. She said, really? She says, yeah, go have a seat. Relax. She says, you're at DMV. Calm down. I said, what? I don't have to goose step or nothing? No one's gonna, you're not getting out the chains on my back? Or no. Boiling oil? No, she says, nothing. Just go over there and have a seat. So I'm sitting there. By now I'm starting to fall under their spell. I'm looking, I said, these folks are okay. I'm looking around. There's a family in line. The kids are actually playing in line and no one's screaming at them to stand at attention. No, and it's a little boy and his sister. They're back and forth, hitting, kind of swatting each other and playing with their little, they had like little cars. I don't know if they got the cars from the lady at the counter. I'm not sure. I'm beginning to think maybe they did. There was one couple sitting next to me. They were calmly discussing the ingredients they need for a lasagna. When they got home, they're going to make lasagna. I said, if they get home, I'm thinking. But now I don't know. Everybody looks so hopeful about getting out of there alive. I'm thinking, boy. So I hollered over. I said, you need... you ought to get some, did you get mozzarella cheese? You put some mozzarella cheese on top of that lasagna. They looked at me and I figured I'd be in for an argument or something. They said, that's a good idea, mister. Yeah, thank you. I said, we're in a DMV and someone said thank you? One of the people, I mean, not one of the workers, but they were actually comfortable enough to say thanks? God. Everyone was being as nice as they could be. All different songs. There were the Beatles even. I think I heard the Beatles, for crying out loud. The manners. Everybody was so polite. People were reading books, working their smartphones. I didn't have mine, so I just kind of twiddled my thumbs, but that's all right. And there, 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 there was one couple standing at a desk. They were just looking at brochures. There were little brochures, and they were kind of giggling at the brochures. I guess it was forms and stuff you could fill out if you felt like it. It's just amazing. Anyway, so again, I all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm there. I figured I'd be there all day, and then be thrown out because they're closing. Next thing I know, I'm being called to window number 2. I said, they got more than one window? Yeah, they and a very polite young lady said, well, hello, sir. Oh, okay. License? You're getting a driver's license? Okay. Sorry about the delay that you didn't get your notification. This does happen. Please forgive us. I said, well, yeah, I can. There's some things at DMV I don't know if I can forgive from back in the 60s, but man, you folks are something else. Yeah, I said, sure, you're forgiven. You're forgiven. Gosh. And and then she's going over the details. She says, well, you did this really well. You've got it. I tell you what, she says, now let's get a photo of you for your license. Please remove your hat, and probably you wouldn't, you probably don't need that vest. You'll look better if you don't have the vest. I said, this is going to be on a cover of a magazine? Well, she says, some of my photos have been, yes. The monthly DMV review. Yeah. And she said, now smile. I can smile? Yeah, she said, smile if you want. Okay, so I smiled. Yeah. And she took one picture, and I said, well, there you go. No, she says, wait, we want to get 2 just in case. That way you can pick the one you like best. I can pick the one I like best? She says, yeah. Yeesh. God almighty. And so there I am. Now I'm really smiling. By the way, that's the one I picked later. Yeah. And she says, now just go sit down for a few minutes. As soon as your license ready, we'll call you, and you're free to go. We'll have you out of here in no time. 10 minutes tops. Well, I'll be doggone if it wasn't 9 minutes. Yep. I couldn't believe it. They were just so darn nice. God, the DMV. And there's honestly, there's people, they say they go there just to relax now. Yeah, just hang out. Used to be, there were people, real tough guys, that would take your stuff to DMV. They were tougher than the clerks. Yeah, they'd holler back at them, leave the clerks all quivering and stuff. But they aren't needed anymore. No, they can go be wrestlers and stuff. Professional wrestlers instead now. It's amazing. Really, really neat how it's turned around. I felt great. Yeah. People are actually allowed to drink coffee in there. They could bring a coffee in. Yeah. I didn't see anyone dining. I figured soon someone's going to have a candlelight dinner there, It was just, or gypsy music, people playing violins. It was just so nice. Anyway, I thought I'd say. Anyway, there you go. My advice to you is don't worry about DMV. I used to mail the stuff in, all the forms. I'm going there now. To heck with it. I know a good thing when I see it. I'm going in. Anyway, that's what I think. I'll see you later. I hope you had a good weekend and all that. And, well, there you go. I had a lot of fun with the Wanderers today and their food drive over at the Sussex Acme. That went well. That'll be another video, though. We'll talk about that then. We'll see you later, friends. Thank you. God bless.